a notification on your phone stating that you have a service request, as well as any notes from dispatch. It says, please load from the back. Opening up the app, phone number, as well as the note. I'm going to hit OK. My new call. From the top here, you can see that you have the ability to choose this year, or you can select any other period of time to show in this filter. But I am showing this year. I can also, across the bottom, I can see all, completed, active, paused, rejected, future, or canceled calls. In the top corner, right up here, we can see, if we click on that, we can see call requests. You can click on permit and insurance and see any active or expired insurance. You can see copies of those. As well as your vehicle details. You can clock in and out. You can see the status of any tips that you have received through the system. You can check your profile and clock in and out. I'm going to click on call requests. So I'm going to go back to this new call. From here, I'm just looking at the call. I can see it's called 2075. It's for light towing. Customer's name is Kevin Blukey, and it is a pickup truck. It's white. It's a Ford F-150, and it gives me the VIN. And my vehicle, which is my service vehicle, is license plate PD5760, and it's the Dodge. I can go ahead and I can change the vehicle by clicking on the Dodge on the drop down. But basically, I'm just going to hit accept. The purpose of this screen is to give you time from when you accept the call until you are en route. So now I've done whatever I have to do, and I'm going to be en route. So now that I'm en route, my options here, I can see my route that I'm going to go in the dark blue. At the bottom, I can open the map. I can either open and get there through Google Maps or Apple Map. But I'm just going to, I can pause this. While I'm driving there, I can pause this call, and I can go and do a different call and another new call that may come in along the way. And then I simply go back to the paused call. I click on it and I would resume the call. So now that I'm driving, I'm going to arrive on scene. I'm going to click on scene. From here, if the person gave a wrong description and it's not a pickup truck and it's not white, you can go ahead and change those. You can correct the license plate, make, model, and VIN. Going down, the pickup location, if they say, oh, I'm not picking up here, I'm going to pick up over there, you can go ahead and change your pickup location. And if you want to save yourself time, you can also click current location, which the system will pull your current location. If the customer gives you a different drop-off location, you can just go ahead and edit it with the pencil. Or if they change their mind, you can click this and you can drop it off at the yard. You can add the customer's email address, any notes that go back to dispatch, any notes at all on this call that you notice once you've arrived on scene, you would enter your notes here. Previous damage, you can just quickly click it, and you can enter a comment, big dent, and I'm going to hit save. And that saves that note. Before I can go to the next step, I have to upload 5 photos. So with the 5 photos, I'm going to hit my camera, and I'm going to take my 5 photos. These are supposed to be photos of a car. Okay, there's my 5 photos, and I can also notice any other previous damage that is on the car. I do have the option in here to go ahead and keep going. I can keep adding more and more photos as required. I'm going to click next, and I would take the car where it's supposed to go to, the destination. You can open up your maps again to navigate back there, but let's pretend I'm back at the location. I'm going to pay and complete. And so I'm going to add some charges. From here, you can see the hook charge of 105. If it's not applicable, simply click in the box, zero it out, and hit done. Okay. If I want to add any other charges like kilometer charges, I can go charges per kilometer. And let's say I'm going to go 5 kilometers at $3 a kilometer. Now, at this point, it hasn't been added to the invoice, so you have to hit the plus. Boom. Now it's up above. If you go in here and you put a charge, one at say $25, and you go to hit submit, it will complain to you because you need to add the custom charge. So if you look, custom charges. So you need to add this. The system has a fail safe that you have added charges without hitting the plus. So go ahead and hit plus. If you're going to do the inspection fee, you would click that and it will ask you for the 5 photos for that. Real-time charges, if you expand that, you can see you can enter in a custom description, custom charges. These are things that are outside the norm, would be covered in there. And at the bottom, you can see the current fuel surcharge, 28.5%. Again, you can go in there and you have the ability to override that. Just hit there. Now, you can just click where it says charge now. Here you can see our 5 at $3, 15, my boost at 25, total of 40, fuel surcharge $10, GST total, and I dispatch pre-authorized $1. If I present this to the customer and they want to give a tip, you check there, and you can do 15, 20, 25%, or you can do a custom, and you can enter in the dollar amount. Let's pretend I'm not going to give a tip. At this point, this is the credit card that the customer gave dispatch when they called in. I can go ahead and use this to apply the 5150. It will automatically take the $1 pre-auth and it will just charge the additional 5150 as well. I have the option to enter a different credit card if the person wants to give me cash, or we can charge it to account if they have an account. Or if you do have a handheld device, you can record that you received this payment by debit on handheld of 5250 and go ahead and enter the authorization code that you received from your handheld device, and then just hit pay. I'm going to put cash just for simplicity, and I'm going to hit pay and receive and proceed. At this point, I can go up here and I can hit the email button, and that will email this to the customer, email the invoice. You'll notice that this isn't pre-populated because a couple of screens ago, we noticed that dispatch didn't enter the email address, nor did you enter the email address earlier. So you are given the opportunity to enter the email address. I'm going to go ahead and enter mine. And I'm going to hit send. Boom. Okay, now I'm clear to do the next call.